Summer camps have become a staple activity for many American families, with some camps enjoying generations of campers whose families come year after year. These camps can be found in both urban and rural settings. They are perfect places to help children grow into functional, healthy, and well-adjusted adults. Some camps include a multitude of activities such as rope courses, hiking, swimming, camping, and many other outdoor skills, while others focus on working in small groups to accomplish a common goal. Many teach basic socialization skills such as learning to cope with others, learning to ask for help, or being willing to help others in a team activity. By disconnecting kids from television, computers, smartphones, and iPads, they are forced to learn how to cooperate, interact, and communicate with others, and may even develop lifelong friendships. Unfortunately, many children cannot attend many of these camps due to physical or mental disabilities. These children are missing out on the socialization and skills taught in these camps. This is a travesty. Luckily, there are some camps that have been designed to provide for the needs of all children. One of these types of camps is known as Camp for All. It is located in Burton, Texas. Camp for All's website states that they provide a unique, barrier-free camp working in partnership with other not-for-profit organizations to enrich the lives of children and adults with challenges, illnesses, or special needs, and their families throughout the year. They serve both children and adults who come from the greater Houston area and throughout Southeast Texas, as well as both national and international patrons. They help campers with many challenges such as cancer, autism, muscular dystrophy, epilepsy, severe burns, sickle cell, cerebral palsy, cognitive challenges, cardiac issues, PKU, NF, HIV, dermatological issues, spinal cord injuries, traumatic brain injuries, and many others. They serve over 11,000 children and adults throughout the year and provide themed camps such as Spike and Weave, which is a water-based camp, a culinary challenge, Camp Celebration, Camp Discovery, Dermadillo, Shining Stars, Innovate at Work, and many more. Some of these camps are for certain children or adults with common disabilities, and some are open to all. With special equipment, all children can participate in ropes courses, water courses, and more. Camp for All has helped many families like the Mishimas. Miss Kelly Mishima was able to overcome grief and frustration at her situation and found that her life was not over, that she could still enjoy life with her kids and have a purpose.
In 2013, I was diagnosed with MS, and it was a real devastating blow for me. I lost my ability to walk, my hearing, and my eyesight, but I had noticed that it was starting to take a big toll on my family. They were having to do more for me, and going out was a harder challenge. We needed something to kind of bring us back together. And one of the local MS members mentioned that there's MS Camp for All, and it's at Camp for All this year. And they were doing something called Family Discovery. And it was a chance for family members with MS to get together and reattach with other people with similar disabilities and let the kids just be kids. And we needed that. And so I signed this up immediately. And I really didn't know what to expect from Camp for All. I was very nervous. I brought a cane and my walker because I wasn't sure that the facility was going to really be a camp for all, because it's always camp for everybody else, And so I was really pleasantly surprised. It was paved, and there were no bumps or rocks or anything. The walkways within, if there was furniture, there was enough room for a walker or a wheelchair. The bathrooms, all of the bathrooms I could go in without having to leave the stall open with my cart and my friend with her wheelchair. I immediately fell in love and felt at ease, like I had kind of come home. And I noticed that with my children too. They were normally shy, and it was nice that it didn't take them a lot of time to open up to these new campers that they were assigned to their group.
Everyone at it was really understanding, and they wouldn't judge us, because when I normally go to other camps, my mom would come with us, and they would kind of stare at me because my mom was in a wheelchair or a walker, and then they would judge me because of that, and it kind of really hurt my feelings. But at Camp for All, all the other people there, their parents and their friends were like that too, and so they didn't judge us at all.
MS, in an easy way to put it, is the technical term is it's a demyelinization. Your body has nerves, and it has a covering over the nerves. And with autoimmune diseases, your body attacks. And so that little covering that protects the nerves and allows it to give signals throughout your body starts to break down and get taken away. And I'll have, in my particular case, I'll have double vision. I can't concentrate or get the word out. I'll know what I want to say, but it won't come. In my case, I have left side numbness now, and lost my hearing with my this nerve. It affects your nerve, and depending on where your lesions are, that's where it affects. So you can have it on your spine, in your brain, and so it depending on where the lesions are or the scarring is how it affects each person differently. I think I was going deeper and deeper into myself and losing my humanity, losing my hope, because I was sitting out, because the world wasn't always handicap accessible. With MS, there are several spectrum. It's a spectrum, okay? So if you're immediately diagnosed, you're primary progressive. I had what was called relapsing remittent, where it would come really forceful, and then it would pull back. Not everything would go away, my eyesight came back, but my ability to walk and hear did not. I'm progressing faster now. I'm losing my words, and I'm in rehab again. I spent 5 days in the hospital. It was neat to see. I didn't understand, because I was newly diagnosed, I didn't understand the spectrum, and depending on where the lesions were, that affects your ability. And some people, could do the zip line. I couldn't do the zip line until I got to Camp for All, and then they hoisted me up and I got to do the zip line. And I was scared at first, and then I went, yay, and I felt free to be a person again, not just a disability.
First, I was a bit scared because I was really high, and then I looked down a bit, and then I was going slower, and I felt a bit better.
The MS Society actually put together information. So we had meditation, we had exercise, yoga, we had just real compassion. It was real understanding. It was real advice. Getting out there and having fun, riding a horse, petting with the animal zoo, going swimming. It was amazing. It was nice to be a part and not sit back and watch everybody else have fun. I learned a lot about Camp for All because I got to do some things that I didn't think I was going to get to do at all. I'm getting teary-eyed because it was very moving experience. Because we had been to camps and vacations, and they, I would be left down below because they weren't handicap accessible or different things. And so my kids would kind of worry about me or want to not have fun because I wasn't having fun. And so this way we could all have fun. I think that it gave them permission to be a kid again. Sometimes when your parent or your family goes through something traumatic or scary, you grow up quicker than you need to. You see things that you shouldn't have to see. Like when I was in the hospital, it was scary for them. And you try and protect them, but you can't always. They grow up quicker. And this was a chance for them to be a kid and me to get the information I need and see them be a kid again. And that was amazing.
It's a lot like to other camps in the sense that they want the kids or the people there to have fun and enjoy themselves, but at other camps they don't always make it the easiest to have fun. Like sometimes for my mom with her walker, it isn't always accessible and it can be hard to get around, and sometimes they can feel left out or excluded. But for Camp for All, everybody gets to be included, and it's just really nice to see that everybody's together and having fun and they don't feel left out or anything. By having a camp that's inclusive, not only does the person with a disability grow, the community grows. They, can step out of this, dichotomy, healthy or not. There's so much more that can be gained from a camp than just we don't accept these handicaps, or we have to have 5 bathroom stalls and they all have to be so small, and I'm sorry, we don't have, we can't accept you. We don't have enough room for your caregiver to come with you. I think that's the problem, is that, they're nearsighted. They're not seeing what they gain. They're only seeing what's difficult for them, and they don't understand that it's really difficult for not only the kid that's wanting to go to camp, but for the family that wants their kid to go to camp. I know that some, camps claim to be handicap accessible, and they try, they do their best, but more needs to be done. The schools are bringing up the next politicians, the next bankers, the ones that will fund these camps. The generous donors that help, families devastated by, their handicap or disability or ability, get what they need to thrive. And by reaching these kids and instilling a little bit of empathy now, that's our next generation. If we can reach them, you can reach them all.
With the care that she received, her children could focus on being kids and not caregivers, and this also helped the healing and loving process for the family. Camp for All serves nearly 11,000 adults and children every year. The healing, purpose, and renewed family ties they bring are invaluable. It is obvious that more inclusive camps are necessary to help this hurting world. Imagine if every camp was inclusive, inviting, and with a similar purpose, how many hurting people could be healed and find new happiness and fulfillment in their lives.